the risk of the y, standard deviation is risk of y is more, mean of this expected return of this whole square divided by n. Here, your expected return is 10, but risk is 25.7. Hello, my dear students. Very good morning to one and all. I am Dr. B.S. Subramaniam, called by name Dr. BSS, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram, First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. I am going to hand Financial Management for 6th semester, Unit 4, Session 4 of BBA. It will go in favor of risk and return of security. So here the major problem of risk and return of security, when you invest the money, if you take the more risk, there is a more return. If you take the less risk, there is a less return. So there are two possibilities are there. See that if I got about 10 lakh rupees after retirement, I got a 10 lakh rupees. So my idea goes, where I have to put this 10 lakh rupees, where I have to invest. But as an official man, what I will do now, I will deposit in a bank or post office so that monthly income is secure. So here risk is very less. But if the same money has been invested in portfolio, means either in equity share or in preference share or in debenture or in the mutual fund, some investment there, your money may be more here, but risk is more. Your value may be come down. By chance, if you invest 10 lakh rupees, 10% of this is 1 lakh, 11 lakh you may get. But while you are investing the security, it may get about 25% also, 20% also, you may lose. So here is the risk is there. In portfolio, if you invest in share, in debenture, in mutual fund, there may be a risk. So more risk, more return, less risk, less return. So this is the basic concept of risk and return of security. We'll move on to the problem now. Return is always expected return is equal to ER is equal to total return. N is equal to number of observation security. Security R1 plus R2, R3, R4 if the security is given. Add all the security divided by N. Then standard deviation is equal to R1, that is security 1 minus mean of this expected return of this whole square divided by n, root of. First you have to find out the same, what's called expected return, take the deviation and square of that, that is the value you are going to receive. So we'll move on to the problem now. So we have got two security X return, security Y return. They are asking to calculate the expected return and risk of security X and security Y. This is a very common question. So here the probability is not given, is given. If the probability is gone, expected return we are going to say. If the probability is not given, it is called average return. We can also say that. It is anti means no, experts probability is given. This is the post. It's a post returns are there. It is called because returns are perfectly, because no chances are there, returns are perfect here. Here we are not taking the probability into consideration, individual number. We'll move on to the problem now. Security X. Write the returns. Security X returns are 18, 5, 18, 5, 6, 12, 16. Add to sigma R, add this figure, 18 plus 5 plus 6 plus 12 plus 16, 57. 57 is there. Then R mean is equal to ER X divided by N. What's your ER? 57. Divide by number of items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 57 divided by 5, 11.4. So your expected returns are 11.4. Here you write R minus R mean X, or you can call this as dx. 11.4. How come R is 18? 18 minus 11.4, 6.6. Then 5 minus 11.4 minus 6.4, 6 minus 11.4 minus 5.4, 12 minus 11.4, 0.6, 16 minus 11.4, 4.6. This is the deviation. Then R minus R mean X whole square. This is dx square. 6.6 into 6.6, 6.6 into 6.6, 43.56, 6.4 into 6.4, 40.96, 5.4 into 5.4, 29.16, 0.6 into 0.6, 0.36, 4.6 into 4.6, 21.16. Add the figure. 21.16 plus 0.36 plus 29.16 plus 40.96 plus 43.56, 135 sigma dx square, 135.2, 43.56 plus 40.96 plus 29.16 plus 0.36 plus 21.16, 135.2. So 135.2 standard deviation t square is equal to 135.2. Standard deviation is equal to root of 135.2. Root of this 11.63 percentage. This goes in favor of security X. Same thing, security Y. Security Y. Returns 10 minus 12, 18, 20, 14. Add the figure. It is 10 plus 18 plus 20 plus 14 minus 12 is equal to 50. Repeat. 10 minus 12 plus 18 plus 20 plus 14 is equal to 50. Sigma R is equal to 50. R mean is equal to sigma R divided by N. This is 50 divided by 5 is equal to 10. R mean is 10. Now take the deviation R minus R mean Y. You call this as dy. 10 minus 10 is 0. Minus 12 minus 10 is minus 22. 18 minus 10 is 8. 20 minus 10 is 10. 14 minus 10 is 4. Then R mean Y whole square. You call this as dy squared. 0. 22 into 22. 22 into 22. 484. 8 into 8, 64. 10 into 10, 100. 4 into 4, 16. So 484 plus 64 plus 100 plus 16. 664. Sigma dy square 664. So t square is equal to 664. Standard deviation is root of 664. Root of 664. 25.77 percentage. Now, conclusion. X, security X, security Y, expected return, standard deviation. Come back to Y. What's your expected return? 10. Your standard deviation is risk 25.77. Come back to X. Here is 11.4. Then your standard deviation is 11.63. Here returns also more, risk is less. Here return is less, risk is more. The risk of the Y, standard deviation is risk of Y is more, risk of X is less. So risk of X is less than Y. X is security. X is the best. Security X is the best. By chance in examination, if they ask the coefficient of variation, CV, there is one word called CV, then formula is standard deviation divided by expected return into 100. If you go to the X, no, what standard deviation of X is 11.63 divided by expected return is 11.4 into 100. By chance if they ask, so 11.63 divided by 11.4 into 100. 11 X standard deviation divided by expected return into 100. 11.63 divided by 11.4 into 100. 102%. This goes to X. Regarding the Y, what's your standard deviation? Your standard deviation of Y is 25.77. Expected return is 10 into 100. 25.77 divided by 10 into 100. 257 points. So more variation we can see in Y, less variation in X is feasible. Their variation is less, X variation is less, Y variation is more. If they ask the CV, we'll move on to next one. Here regarding the risk is considered security X is the best because risk of X is less than risk of Y. Then eighth problem we can move. Here also calculate the expected return and risk of security A and security B. We'll move on to problem now. Security A. Returns 8 minus 9, 14, 16, 20. Add the figure. This is 8 plus 14 plus 16 plus 20 minus 9, 49. Repeat. 8 minus 9 plus 14 plus 16 plus 20 is equal to 40. Sigma R is 49. R mean sigma R divided by N. 49 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 49 divided by 5, 9.8. This is your expected return. Take the deviation now. R minus R mean A. You call this as dx. 8 minus 9.8, 1.8. No, 8 minus 9.8 minus 1.8 minus 9 minus 9.8 minus 18.8 minus 9 minus 9.8 minus 18.8, 14 minus 9.8, 4.2, 16 minus 9.8, 6.2, 20 minus 9.8, 10.2. Square of this, dx square, 1.18 into 1.18, 1.3924. 18.8 into 18.8, 353.44. I will repeat. 18.8 into 18.8, 353.44. 4.2 into 4.2, 17.64. 6.2 into 6.2, 38.44. Square of the number, square of the number. 10.2 into 10.2, 104.04, 104.04 plus 38.44 plus 17.64 plus 353.44 plus 1.3924. 5 sigma dx square, 514 514.95. 514.95. So square is equal to 514.95. Standard deviation is equal to root of 514.95. Root of this 22.69 percentage. This goes in favor of security A. Hope you understand this. Same time, security B returns 10 minus 12, 10 minus 12, 18, 20, 18, 20, last number is 14. X sigma R, add the figure, 10 minus 12 plus 18 plus 20 plus 14. That is equal to 50. Then R minus R mean B, you call this as dy. This is R mean is equal to sigma R divided by N. 50 divided by 5 is 10. So take the division. 10 minus 10 is 0. 12 minus 10 is minus 2. This is minus 12 minus 10 is minus 22. 18 minus 10 is 8. 20 minus 10 is 10. 14 minus 10 is 4. Then dy square 0. 22 square 484. 64 100 16. 484 plus 64 plus 100 plus 16. 664. Sigma dy square 664. 664. So square is equal to 664. Standard deviation is equal to root of 664. Root of 664, 25.77 percentage. Conclusion. Security A, security B. Expected return, standard deviation. Regarding the security B, 10 is expected return. Your standard deviation is 25.77. Regarding security A, 9.8 and standard deviation is 22.69. Here, your expected return is 10, but risk is 25.7. Here, expected return is 9.8. It is 22. Just 0.2 is the difference, no? But risk is very less, 25. So, the risk of A is less. Risk of A is less than risk of B. Risk of A is less than risk of B. So therefore, A is the best security. A is the best security. So this is the method of doing. By chance, if they ask the coefficient of variation CV, CV is called coefficient of variation formula, standard deviation divided by expected return into 100. If you go to the company A, What is the standard deviation? 22.69 divided by 10. So 9.8 into 100. If they ask, no, CV, if they ask 22.69 divided by 9.8 into 100. So 27.44 percentage. This goes in favor of A. In favor of B, your standard deviation is 25.77 divided by 10 into 100. 25.77 divided by 10 into 100. 257.7. So more variation, better to accept A. Better to accept security A. Because variation is less. A variation is less compared to B. A is security. A is the best. Security, A is the best. Hope you understand this point. By chance, if they ask the CV, then only you have to do like this. Okay? Hope you understand that. First, what is the first step? Add the RA, sigma R, take the deviation from the R minus R mean, square of that, square of this. Put the standard deviation is nothing but a risk. Then you compare with the security A and security B, which standard deviation is more risky when you compare to one. Hope you understand this point. So I have solved about the 4 problems: security X, security Y, security A and security B. Hope you understand this particular venture. Without probability, we have done this. So this is the way of doing the problem, and this definitely fits you in the examination point of view. Hope we'll meet in the next session with some more problem. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next class.